Hello, Phantom Nova here, and welcome back to my channel and another episode of Planet Zoo. This time we are starting a new zoo in franchise mode. Let's see. And I have named it Legacy New. I just took one of the Greek alphabet to do the name. And we're doing it in grassland again. Can't really tell, but it is Oceania is the type, and I don't think that actually shows anywhere at all. And I don't think it really matters. But that's fine. So the reason we are looking here is because I have already started the zoo a little bit, as you can probably tell by the cache we have. I have started the path from the center, just so that we can. I just wanted to test it, and when I got it right, I was like, yeah, that's what we're doing. And there we go. So, like I said at the end of the last episode of our challenge zoo, I said that I wanted to start the new zoo and have it. Okay, that is what I was afraid of. Okay, we gotta fix that, but that's fine. We were gonna start a new zoo, and that I wanted to do it like a. The theme was gonna be for a city zoo. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if we can't. That's a little off, but I think we can make that work. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just bring this back to here, and hopefully that is far enough away. I want it to be 8 meters because that's just, it's a decently sized path, but the construction pieces are 4 meters. Most of them are 4 meters, I should say. So it just makes it easier to do it that way. Okay, so that gets that fixed. So yeah, we've got a lot to do. To make this city zoo work. Okay. And let's just make sure we get all of them. We're going to use some of these plants again that we had at the start, because we can't delete them because we are in hard. We are playing hard mode, so we can't delete plants because it does cost us money. Okay, we can't move that one. That's fine. So yeah, we've got a lot to do to make this look like a city. But what we're gonna do first is I think we're gonna just start with a staff area here. Might do it a little over. Do a staff area, say like here. We'll eventually have one on this side too that'll just deal with a few of our first habitats. So what we're going to start with is we're going to align to whatever grid we can. And let's see, how far out do we really want to go? I'm not going to, we're going to fill every inch, but not fill every inch. Because what we're going to do is, okay, let's just see, where do we want to start this at? We start here. Is that going to be too close to the staff facilities? Let's just see. Negative radius. Let's go to facilities. Staff facilities. One of the, really the biggest thing we just need to look at would be a transformer. So that wouldn't be if we did it. Yeah, I think we should be fine. Well, I forget that it does join like that. Okay, so let's do this real quick. Let's just do that so that we have a little bit more area to play with. Okay, so negative impact. I think it does, yeah. So that's our biggest concern. But, I mean, we don't need a water. I mean, we don't need the power, the transformer here. But even so, if that's where it starts, that's plenty out of the way. Let's just look at some of these. Wow. Okay, I don't really know which one has the highest oh, that's weird that we have, I can't look at the, it's just weird that we have all of the large facilities, unless all of our research did carry over, which that's possible. Any particular reason why that can't? Oh, okay. So that would mean that all of them have to go in a single line. And I don't know that I like that. Okay, so what we're going to do, and actually, we're going to save a little money doing that away. So I think here will be plenty far out. So, like I said before, we are going to do this as a city. And, well, I don't know if I actually said that or not, but we're going to do this as a city. So, I mean, we're literally, okay. Actually, we can just move these two. Okay, that is what I thought. So let's do this and move this just slightly up. Well, actually, what we need to do is that needs to be like that. Oh, except why is that not lining up? It has something to do with... because it's the grid itself. It always does something wonky like that. So, yeah, see, then we can move that there, and that's fine. Okay, and then this one will be Y. Okay. And then we can do the same over here. So the only thing is that bizarre corner, which there's literally nothing I can do about that. Because of the way the grid works. We look at plaster. You could probably make this work. Because that's going to follow the same. All of the actual grid pieces are going to follow the same path. I mean, not path. Same, it's going to be the same problem. But what I could do, I think this is the same, yeah. It's not going to look exactly right. But at a glance, it shouldn't look, well, that's going to have to just do. Okay. And then it can't really be, you can't really tell the difference, like, just, if you get up really close you can, but, I mean, you can see any break between them, so. Okay, so let's get our facilities in. We are going to eventually probably change these, but we're gonna... Oh, that's why. Okay. That is part of that grid. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this just started on the same grid as our street. But we are going to eventually change. What we're going to do is when I place the first building, I'm going to exit out of that group, go back into the just building, and build on that grid. But let's see, how do we want to do this? Let's start with that there. And then, like I said, we're gonna, actually, that's, I want to split from group. That creates its own group, so that I can edit it And then we can go in here and let's add quarantine small. We're not going to add the vet surgery at this moment because with this being hard mode, it will be a little tricky to make sure we have enough money. Okay, so if we place... Do we want to just have one space in between? I think we do. But what we're going to do is let's go and get our staff pass. I'm going to use red for the staff pass. Like that. Perfect. Let's get back in here. So then research. Staff room. We're going to go in and put in our workshop and trade center. And that's all we need. Because we're not going to put the vet surgery in at the moment. But we will make sure to leave room for it when we decorate this. What I wanted to check was... yeah, they more than enough distance away. We do need to go on and put in our water treatment plant. Because I did forget about that. But we do need to put that in. And that is... okay, where is our... so that is barely touching. Like, barely. So once we get it decorated, we should be good with that. Okay, and that just leaves those. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so we have 23,000. I wanted to look and see if I by chance had any animals in storage. I don't think I do. Because the problem is oh, I am sorting by Thompson. So okay. The problem is I cannot access Legacy Prime to get any of the animals from there. So, unfortunately, we are going to be starting... so I have 3. So that's not too bad. Not exactly what I wanted, but so, and I mean, we got a gold wildebeest, so that's not too bad. Again, not exactly what I wanted, but let's just bring up those species. So black wildebeest, and I think it was Thompson gazelle. Let's make sure. Yeah. Okay, so for now, it does not look like it'll be a black wildebeest. We do have the conservation credits that we can get. Not that. What do we have? So we have a male giraffe and female the other 2. So we have a male giraffe, so we'd need a female. That's a lot for such a low fertility gene. That's not good. Giraffe isn't really what I want to start out with either. And it doesn't look like I would be starting out with giraffe anyway. Okay, so let's go and take giraffe off because we're not going to start with them. So let's go on and adopt you because you're not bad, and we'll need a few females anyway. Let's see if we can't find. It's not great, but not okay. I guess we're going to get you as well. And we can get you. So that's 3 females, 2, and then 2 females. Okay. It's not too bad. Longevity is not great, but we can work with that. We could breed that out if we got a good male, but there's no guarantee that we'll get a good male. Okay, let's just wait and see if we can get something good. Okay, so we'll check that later. So let's just look and see. Don't really want to do African buffalo to start either. Ooh. That's a nice African elephant. Only 15 years old. No, we don't want to start with that. What do we want to start with? Don't really want to do turtles. Don't really want to do... We started with articles last time. Ooh, that's a pretty decent male there. Ooh, no. We'll hold off. We never got around to putting camels in, but it doesn't look like we'll be putting camels in this time either. Baird's tapir. We need something that's not going to be shy. That's the same male, right? Yeah. Bongos, bonobos, Bornean orangutan, capuchin monkey, southern cassowary. That's a pretty decent one. This one's for cash. Can we go to female? Ooh. We're gonna go with that and that. Yeah. Yep, made good choices there. Cheetahs. Ooh, that's a good cheetah. Just don't want to go through all of our conservation credits just to get a few animals, especially starting off. But that might not be bad to get cheetahs. I don't want to get too many animals either because the guest will come to see the animals that aren't in the zoo yet. Oh, there's plenty of cheetahs. So hopefully we can find some good ones. Lots of cheetahs. Ostriches. Some albino. Let's go on and adopt you. See if we can find any females that don't cost an arm and a leg. I hate to click off that. Except I can't tell where I got it from, can I? Damn it. So, I gotta say, I know this has been a bit of a boring-ish episode to start. But I sort of knew it was gonna be just, especially since I didn't know what animals I had. There's our male black wildebeest. Let's see. We're going to get into that female as well. Back to the cheetahs. I don't want to grow our zoo, but so quickly, but I do need to get... I think we can deal with that. I'm not overly concerned with immunity gene. The other ones are what I am concerned about. So we will go on and get that. Not that. We have a pretty good male. I don't want to pay an outrageous price. We can always come back for that one. Let's see. Okay, so none. We're going to go for that. Let's go back a page and get that. And I think I got a male warthog. So let's see if we can find maybe 2 females. We'll go with you, and we'll go with you. Well, I wish I had seen that one. Yep, let's go on and get it. Dingoes from Morrison, black bear, Galapagos giant tortoise, Gemsbach. Not for 300, I'm not. I hate when people overprice their animals. Carial, giant anteater. Giant ottas. Giant pandas. They'd be awesome to put in. grizzly bear, gray seal, grizzly bear, Himalayan brown bear, hippopotamus. Oh, they look so weird, the albino ones. Huh. I don't think we'll start out with them, or Indian elephants. Peafowls. Let's see if we can find a decent. Let's go and get 2 males. Now we're gonna probably not find any females. Of course not, because you can't start out with jaguars. And oh my gosh. I really want to get it, but I'm not going to be able to put it in quick enough that people won't get mad at saying that we have it. They're not from the same one, are they? No. Okay. I know we shouldn't have done that, but we did. Okay. 1 female. That might be the female we go with. Sure. So 2 males, 2 females. We're going to be building a lot. Koalas, Komodo dragon. Nile monitors. An albino one too. Oh, an albino male. For only 40 as well. Oh gosh, we just blown through so much of our conservation credits along with so much of our money. Okape. No, let's keep going. Plain zebras. Super overpriced plain zebras. Polar bears. Pronghorn antelope. Pronghorn antelope are pretty easy to breed. So let's get. Let's see, you're pretty young too. Okay, that at least gets me 2 females. Let's see if there's any more females. No. Let's go back and see. Red kangaroos. The quantities change so quickly. Okay. I think that's gonna have to be enough because yeah, we have 35 animals now. We have a large variety of them. So, oh, we never got. We need to look for first. We need to look for a male Thompson gazelle. So let's do that real quick. Let's just see what pops up. It's not the best, but we can. I think we can work with it. And let's go and get another. Okay. Now that we have got a good number of animals, what I want to do is try to um one I need to I'm going to do like we did in Legacy Prime and build a basically border around the zoo. We'll wait until we earn a little bit more money for that, just so that we're not wasting a lot. But I think what I'm going to do is, since it has been such a long, since we've already gone 36 minutes, I think we're going to go on and jump into a time lapse right now, so that I can work on the first, probably the first two exhibits. But what I want to do first is just walk a little bit through what is going to exactly happen. So what we're going to do is, I know the guests are going to walk on here, but what I really want to try to do is, I've got to figure out what pieces we can use. But what I'd really like to do is to put basically like a sidewalk along here. And let's get rid of that. Let's go to roofs and floors, and let's see what we have. That's just straight concrete, but it can be colored. So we could do like a dark gray. I like that. I really do think I like that. And so we would have it going along both sides, and we'd have it even on this side, which that's going to be a little more difficult. We can't keep the same spacing. But what we can do is, because I want to try to keep most of the group sizes small, because if we don't, we'll start to get into trouble with so something like that. What we're gonna do is, let's short grass just for now. Just get this front redone. So, I think I said it in the final episode for the challenge zoo. With this zoo, what we're going to try to do is, the plan is that the animals are going to be inside buildings. So, okay. So that takes care of that. Keeps it all flat. So, I'm only going to do a little bit just so that we can see what's going on. And then what we're going to do is I've got to figure out where it's at. Oh, that's what I wanted to look at. Yep, so all the research did carry over. Did all of this? It sure did. Okay. So we just need we won't build any more research centers or trade workshops because we don't need them. So that is fantastic. So what we're gonna do is let's go back to here. Let's search for is concrete what we want? Except I don't really want it that thick, but that's not what we're looking for. Okay, so let's look for stone. Yeah. I think that will work. Actually, I don't want it that high. Okay, let's just do there. And just something like that. And what we're gonna do is I gotta figure out where I'm going. Nature. Here. Yeah, we'll probably do 2x2. That should be plenty. I don't like that they have that weird edging. It's not exactly what I wanted to do. So something like that, and we would end up copying this over to the other side. Something like that. But I can't build too much right now because we don't have the money. Something like that. And we're going to put some flowers in there to decorate it. What we'll probably do, I don't know, I gotta figure out what we're gonna do about this gap. I know in a real city there wouldn't be a gap, but I just don't know how I feel about that bumping up. Well, that might actually be fine. We do it just right to the edge. If we move them, except see, that's what we're going to run into. This side can't be that close. Or what I can do is separate this, and then we can. Like that. Yeah, I think I like that. And we'll have to figure out exactly what kind of flowers we're going to put in here. Because to tell you the truth, I really like the azalea bushes. I think those are, yeah, azalea. Or the hydrangea, wherever they might be. But we can't just do them, because I do want to do some trees in here as well. Because I mean, they'll be far enough away, and they shouldn't bother the habitats, but we'll see. Okay, so, oh god, this has been a long episode. We haven't even gotten our first animal in yet. So, I guess let's go on and do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break into a time lapse. Should only be a couple minutes long, where we're going to get our first. We'll probably do 2 habitats. Do our first 2 habitats here, and we probably will do a third one on this side maybe. But I'll see how the time goes. And we got to figure out which animals we're going to actually put in there. I'm thinking we'll do our black wildebeest, and in the exhibit beside them we will do, maybe we'll do the Thompson gazelle beside them, and I'm not sure what we'll do over here yet. But yeah, so let's go and dive into the time lapse and see what we can get done. I will see you when we are done. Okay, that is where we are going to cut the time lapse, and we're gonna let it play now because she should be having her baby soon. Yep, she's lying down, and there we go. Our first baby. Pretty good stats. A gold rating. I didn't even realize she was pregnant, so that's awesome. But yeah, cleanliness, we're working on that. We do have enough space, right? Yeah. I didn't think about that when I bought those extra couple, but that's okay. And over here, are we still good on space? Yeah. If space becomes an issue, we'll just have to get rid of a couple. But so this is what we're going for. I did have to change this a little bit. So we're gonna do the plants in the middle and pretend that there's sidewalks on both sides. Every so often, like right here, we'll have so that you could technically walk around it, even though they can't really walk around it. But we're gonna do that everywhere. Um, so we do have our, where are they going? Oh, information center. Okay. Really? Okay. Let's not do that. I'm going to just copy that over and add it like that. Perfect. So that'll get that taken care of. So, yeah, I think this is a pretty good start. Like I said, we've got plenty to do. I'm trying to keep it, keep the exhibits simple. Not overdoing it with anything, but also the buildings, trying to keep them simple. Um, so, um, and I decided to go on and add this little area as well. We're gonna just have to see how it goes, what animal we've got, to figure out what type we're gonna do. And I've started here. I am gonna put like a canopy, some sort of canopy type thing, to shade our guest along here. Um, but yeah, we are. Um, our caretakers are getting rid of the litter. Um, do we see our other caretaker? Not right off. Because you're resting. Okay. You are almost done. As soon as you get that up, we're gonna move you. So let's go and just pop you down there, get that taken care of. So we have our vendors finally coming back. Spectre has left, so let's see what he says. Education, that's fine. Cleanliness is good. Black Wildebeest is only a 4. That's okay. So we're doing pretty good. We're already making money, so that's excellent. So what we're going to end up having to do is we are going to take the $50,000 loan because we need it to put in a few more habitats. To put a few more habitats in. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Let's just look and see. Okay, our keepers are really busy, so are our vendors. So let's go and get 2 more vendors just to carry some of that workload. Our vet is fine. Yeah, let's go and get 1 more keeper because we are going to we're going to put in probably just 2, but we are going to put some exhibits in. Not yet, just because we need to build up some money or take out the loan, but we'll see. But I'm thinking if we can fit, we should be able to fit 1 in here and then 1 diagonally as well. We might be able to, no. Oh, because I didn't do it. Yeah, no. I can put it out there, but we wouldn't be able to get 2 in. I don't want to do just 1. We should be able to squeeze. We should be able to squeeze 2 in. We'll see. But if we can, we'll put 2 in there. If not, we'll figure out a way to incorporate it into the next habitat. So, but let's look at just a couple things. So I guess it may be hard mode is the oh, so she was born in Legacy Prime. Okay. That's cool. The one thing about here, and we saw it here, our most appealing animal is our black wildebeest. And that really shouldn't be true. The giraffe should be. But I guess I think hard mode doesn't include animals in the trade center. It only counts animals that are actually in the zoo. So that's excellent. But what I wanted to look at was, so 2 of our black wildebeest are pregnant and 2 of our Thompson gazelle. So that's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, we've already hit 400 guests. We are making pretty good profit. So I think what we need to do before we start having zoo refunds is we need to go in and get some more animals in. And I mean, we've already got plenty. So we've just got to now choose which ones we want to put in next. And we need to look for a female giraffe. We might go on and put like the peafowls in. Oh no, I do have another female. Okay. How many? Might actually go on and get maybe 2 more females. Because we're going to probably do a walkthrough exhibit with them. What do you mean the animals are roasting? They're fine with the temperature. That person's lost their mind. 46 to 104, yeah. They're fine. Okay. So what else? What else? Yeah. Okay, let's look just real quick and see. Wow. That's not bad, but I'd never pay $1,000 for that. Okay, so let's take you off and get the giraffe. Let's see if we can find a female that is not complete trash, and we cannot. So that is what we'll continue to look for. Hopefully we can find a couple. I mean, I guess that's not horrible, but I don't really want to pay that much for that. So give it a couple minutes. We'll see if we can get a good female. So let's just plan a little bit. So I mean, obviously we've got to go through and decorate this, but until we really get more cash flow coming in, I don't really want to do that. Do a whole lot with do a whole lot of decorating. I mean, I did go a little overboard with what I've already done, but I just needed to get some ideas laid out. What are y'all doing? Okay, let's move both of these because for some reason they've gotten trapped there. Yeah, so we're gonna do some sort of like fence around this to make it look like a little plaza. But what we're looking at is we need to plan out the next couple of exhibits. And I think what we're going to do is almost do a mirror copy of this over here. Yeah. I'm visiting at someone else's. Let's get those credits. We still need a vet surgery. That's fine. But yeah. So I mean, we're gonna just put in a few more exhibits next time. We'll take out the loan so that we can do it. Let's just get through. Okay, so we've made it through year 2. We made profits both years, so we're doing good. We've gotten back up to 14,000. Our guests are holding steady at 380, which is good. I am glad that our research carried over. Because I think we fully researched everything that we had put in. There's some new animals that we will end up having to research, but for the most part we are done. So let's just do some advanced research. That'll be fine. I mean, actually, while you're waiting, you can go on and start researching that, and that'll finish that off. Not doing very good in profit, but that's fine. And let's go on and call mechanic over there. Okay, so we did do that. Perfect. Okay, I think that is where we're going to have to call it, mainly because I'm going to have to go get my dog in. They just ran outside and are howling, and it is currently 11:20 at night. So I'm going to need to go get them, but we will pick up here next time and see if we can keep growing our zoo. But I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Until next time, stay safe.